Are you tired of every Fourth Wing recommendation being just another War College Academy with dragons? When you search books like Fourth Wing, you're gonna get usually the same books over and over and over. Direbound, On Wings of Blood, Carissa Broadband. I found 3 underrated books that are giving me everything Fourth Wing promised with completely unique vibes, because that's kind of my thing here on the channel. I hate talking about the super popular books that everyone is already recommending. Now we're talking Game of Thrones level dragon shifters with forced marriage, trials with celestial magic inspired by Indian, Persian, and Caribbean mythology, and even a bachelorette style competition where a dragon princess chooses her husband from competing suitors, one of whom is literally there to kill her. So let's get into it, and drop me a comment and tell me which one of these you're going to be reading first, because I need to know. So we're going to kick things off with A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan. Now, if Fourth Wing had you screaming at the plot twist at the end, buckle up, because the cliffhanger's here. So Tamsin is a royal whipping girl who gets sent as a decoy bride to marry Fel. Fel is the brutal beast of the borderlands, total Jon Snow energy. He's fearsome, dangerous, everyone fears him. Now their wedding night starts with passion, but ends with a knife to her throat because he discovers the deception. But here's where it gets wild, because Fel decides to keep her anyway. And Tamsin, she has secrets buried so deep that she doesn't even know them herself. Dragons in this world were supposedly extinct for centuries, but their magic and their legacy and the truth about what really happened to them and where they've been or are, it's all coming back, and it's about to shatter everything about this world. Now, what makes this book like Fourth Wing? We definitely have a brutal MMC with hidden depth and a tragic past. A strong FMC discovering that she's way more powerful than anyone knew. We have political intrigue, betrayals, shocking alliances, and super addictive pacing. That plot twist at the end that's absolutely going to wreck you. Now in this one, there's dragon magic and dragon shifters, which are central to the entire world building, but you're not going to see too much of that in book 1. Wait for book 2 though. You also have enemies to lovers. That's equal part tension and theme, just so good. Now what makes it different? We have a medieval setting with forced marriage trope versus an academy with trials. We have dragon shifters, they actually transform, versus bonding with a dragon. Now, like I mentioned before about the cliffhangers, book 1 ends in a major cliffhanger. You want to one-click book 2 right away, A Scar in the Bone, but you'll be better off than me, because I actually had to wait a year before I read that book. So you can go right into it. It's already out, and yes, book 2 also ends in a cliffhanger, and book 3 is not out. So you'll be waiting and suffering with me. Also, both books in this series are available on Kindle Unlimited, so you can binge them right now. Okay, so if that medieval dragon shifter forced marriage energy sold you, perfect. But what if you want something with more diverse mythology and celestial magic instead? So let me introduce you to The Starlight Heir by Amelie Howard. And actually, Rebecca Yarros herself called this her newest obsession. Once you read it, you're totally going to understand why. Our heroine Soraya is a bladesmith who can craft weapons with star magic, and she gets invited to the palace for what looks like a competition to marry the crown prince. Plot twist though, this is actually a trap to find the Star Keeper, a prophesized girl with the magic of the stars in her blood. And guess what? Soraya, our heroine, has no idea that she is the one that they are hunting. The hero Roshan is the illegitimate brooding half-brother to the crown prince. He's dangerous, secretive, absolutely magnetic. He and Soraya start off kind of hostile, but an attack forces them to flee the palace together, and the tension between them ignites. Now they're on the run from noble houses, rebels, and an immortal dark god who wants Soraya's power. They are racing against time while fighting an attraction between them that is impossible to ignore. Now what makes this one like Fourth Wing? We've got an FMC with hidden power who discovers that she is the prophesized chosen one, brooding, secretive love interest with his own dangerous agenda, political intrigue, betrayals, rebel factions versus the crown, forced proximity that turns enemies into lovers, and high-stakes action with an ancient evil hunting the FMC. It's definitely a spicy, slow-burn romance that delivers. Now what makes it different is that this is a Persian, Indian, and Caribbean mythology inspired world, so it's got fresh world building, not just another medieval setting. The FMC is a bladesmith, so she's a craftsperson with agency, not a student. We explore star magic instead of dragon bonds, and we've got an on-the-run adventure versus the academy trials. Although there is a part of the book that it's a competition setting, so it can still feel a little bit like trials. Now this is a duology, and book 2, Queen of the Night Sky, releases in March of 2026, so you don't have much to wait for that. And also this one is available on Kindle Unlimited. Now both of these books that I've talked about have spice and action right out of the gate. But what if you want the slowest of burns with an assassin that falls for his target? Then this last one is for you. And that is The Seventh Champion by Sylvia Mercedes. Now in this one, our heroine Rosie is an apothecary's apprentice who discovers that she is the long-lost daughter of the demonic dragon queen. She is swept to the High King's court. She's told that she must awaken her dormant magic to save the kingdom, and to guide her on this perilous journey, the High King hosts deadly trials where 7 princes will compete for the honor of becoming her champion, claiming her hand in marriage, and guiding her through the process. But Rosie wants none of it. She has zero interest in saving the world, marrying a stranger, none of that. So she strikes a deal with one of the competitors, the enigmatic and terrifying Prince Walter, to help her escape. What she doesn't know is that Walter is a ruthless assassin who's been tasked and sent to kill her. And he's posing as a suitor just to get close enough to finish the job, except his growing feelings for Rosie are making that mission impossible. Now, what makes this one like Fourth Wing? We have deadly trials with life or death stakes, a broody, dangerous love interest with a secret mission, i.e. kill her, an underestimated FMC who refuses to play by the rules. We've got forbidden attraction, deception, political intrigue, hidden enemies, all the good stuff. Now, what makes it different is Rosie actually wants to escape, not compete. It's got those bachelorette vibes. The princes are competing for her. An apothecary FMC who's a healer and lover of all small, fluffy creatures. She's not a warrior. And it's got the slowest burn of all three books. This one, I would say it's mostly kind of a YA vibe. So it's perfect if you truly want that 8. Now, this is book 1 and it just dropped, but it is announced that it's going to be a duology. So I imagine book 2 is going to drop sometime next year. Also, if you want to check out what are Sylvia Mercedes' favorite slow burn fantasy romances, I will leave a link to the blog because she shared her top 5 with us and they are absolutely amazing. So those are my 3 fresh picks. If you're still chasing that Fourth Wing high, we've got a Fire in the Sky for that Game of Thrones vibe with dragon shifters, the Starlight Heir for star magic and the Chosen One trope, and the 7th Champion for the slow burn assassin forbidden romance with the fun bachelorette vibes. But now I want to hear from you. Which book have you read that is most like Fourth Wing? Drop that in the comments and also let me know what recommendation video you want me to work on next. By the way, there's even more fantasy romance recs here on the channel, so I'm going to leave that linked for you to check out even more books. And if this video helps you find your next bookish obsession, smash that like button so I know to make more videos like this, and subscribe if you want more book recs that go beyond the same 10 books that everyone recommends. But for today, that's all I have for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye!